PokeRamble Podcast.
It's episode 41, and Pokemon continues to be quiet about things that are happening. We've got things to look forward to, Piplup's back to work, and Pokemon Snap is coming. Let's talk about it all on this week's episode. Yes, welcome to episode 41 of the PokeRamble Podcast. I'm your host, Kamal, and joining me, as always, is the Battle Frontier Brain himself, Amit. How are you today?
I'm really good. Happy episode 41. Do we want to talk about Zubat? I've decided to do a thing, right? Where this is episode Zubat. I want to talk a little bit about Zubat.
Okay, go for it.
Did you know that Zubat's skin is so thin that if it spends too much time in the sun, it gets burnt?
No, but it would make sense because of vampires.
Yeah, so the inspiration, people say, comes from like the vampire thing, but literally Zubat have to stay in dark caves during the daytime because if they go outside, they'll burn up.
I go outside, everyone makes a big fuss. Zubat goes outside and no one Zubat's an eyelid.
Nice.
Yeah, that was.
But also,
definitely wasn't.
And also, the inspiration for the design of Zubat is influenced by troglomorphism, which is basically the adaptation of living species to living in caves and not having things like eyes, which is why the Zubat does not have eyes.
Because I remember that one episode of Pokemon where I think Brock was lost in a cave and Zubat was using like the waves to sort of like find the walls and whatnot. I
used to always think that Zubat was like a metaphor for the fact that Brock didn't have eyes. I was like, there's a connection, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Anyway, episode Zubat. Yeah, Zubat is it's got a cool shiny. It's green, very noticeable green, cool shiny. I like, for all the shit that we give Zubat for turning up in like caves randomly, it's an alright Pokemon. I'd say it's fine. I don't hate it.
Every evil organization uses Zubat.
Yeah, just very convenient Pokemon to have. Talking of convenient, we've got a hell of a show in front of us. So should we start?
All good, let's do
it. This is the section of the show called Oh Snap, and that's right, Pokemon Snap is coming in 3 weeks. And there was a new trailer in Japan for Pokemon Snap. Like, it was basically a trailer like, oh, welcome to the Lentil region, and it was just like showing different shots of, again, Pokemon and whatnot. Like, oh, this is an apple. Fantastic. Wonderful. That is an apple. And they don't look like JPEGs anymore, which is amazing. But yeah, Pokemon Snap is in 3 weeks. I completely forgot it's a game that's coming out. How are you in terms of remembering it was coming out and hype levels and all that kind of fluff?
I was on the fence about pre-ordering it. I don't know why. I was on the fence. But I pre-ordered it this week, so I'm super excited. And I obviously haven't watched like all the gameplay stuff that's coming out because I don't want spoilers.
Yeah.
But I just think like looking at some of the screenshots, I'm like, I can see myself losing 60 hours in that game.
Yeah, I mean, the original Pokemon Snap game wasn't very long. It just wasn't a very long game. So I'm wondering how sort of replayability is gonna be like in Pokemon's new Pokemon Snap.
I can see them adding, DLC or new areas, or even like limited time things where like maybe there's a Pokemon in a hat.
Oh, by the way, Lacazette just scored a fantastic goal. Sorry, I'm watching the Arsenal game for people listening to this recording, and wow, it was such an impressive goal. I'm quite in awe about it. But yeah, no. But a lot of Pokemon side sort of games, especially the mobile apps and whatnot, have these events where, Meowth is coming to the calf, or, oh, Latias is in Pokemon Masters, or something like that. And oh wow, such a good goal. Sorry, you're gonna be impressed. And like Pokemon Sword and Shield, for example, have been having these, like Gigantamax events and like Pokemon Raids events and all this kind of stuff. So do you have the feeling that Pokemon Snap are gonna have like, oh, weekly challenge, a Magmar's in a volcano, go find where it is?
So we know that there's gonna be like weekly or monthly competitions for like, particular Pokemon. There'll be themed contests through the photo sharing platform. So that's going to be fun. And even if like it's not super competitive, I think it'd be fun to like take a themed or a competition style shot, spend some time editing it, making it look cool. I can see that being fun for at least a couple months.
Yeah, I mean, like as I said, I keep forgetting that it's coming out, and you know what? I'm gonna play it when it launches. So obviously we can talk about it on the podcast, and give a sort of review of sorts, I guess, or like general impressions of the game.
We'll probably do a special, right?
Yeah, but I'm ready to play some Pokemon Snap, but I'm not overly sort of like craving it at the moment. So yeah, no.
I feel like part of that though is just that you're playing other things.
Yeah, but I've never really been like, oh my god, Pokemon Snap's coming out. It's exciting.
I think a big part of that is that you never played the original, though, right?
I've played the original.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Like when you were a kid, or like
no, retrospectively.
Okay.
So I get the appeal of it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, what I am looking forward to actually is like seeing the Pokemons in their environments and like having Lotas stacked up on top of each other for no reason at all. Like I'm looking forward to.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the interaction of Pokemon with the natural world is probably what I look for in a game like this. And like there was I think I saw a screenshot, spoilers for like 5 seconds, of a Pidgeot grabbing a Magikarp, and I'm like, that looks awesome.
That's a reference. That is a reference to.
Shouldn't it have been not Pidgeot though? Shouldn't it have been Pidgeotto?
Either or, doesn't matter to me. Magikarp jump, let's go. I think that's what it was called.
Yes,
but yeah, Pokemon Snap's coming out. Got 3 weeks left. I was just shocked that it's coming out in 3 weeks and there's a new trailer for it. But yeah, I will talk about it later on. Until then, we'll move on to our next segment.
Oh snap!
This is a segment of the show called Project Piplup has been initiated. Project Piplup. So a few weeks ago, a random Twitter account had been set up, and it was Project Pochama or Project Piplup. And everyone's thinking, what the hell is this Twitter account all about? And then all of a sudden, here we are, Project Piplup. So apparently Project Piplup is a project to sort of spread the charm of Piplup around Japan, basically, to promote Piplup. And now the Pokemon Company have announced that they're now taking applications for its official Piplup mascot to visit, or via video conference as well, companies situated within Japan from spring 2021. I think applications are open until April 17th or 18th, one of those two. But yeah, like, it's basically a motivational Piplup to go to your office, and perk the staff up,
Yeah, they talked about it like being there to boost morale for staff who are feeling low, and I'm like, good thing you didn't get Sobble.
Yeah, Sobble's just like a representation of you having a breakdown at work. Yeah, I can tell this.
Sobble, there are better choices.
Torkoal, I love Torkoal. Torkoal's great.
That was very good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but it's just a cool thing, and like, dude, if in the UK we could have like a Pokemon visiting us at work, that would like, perk up my day, dude. I remember like
it definitely would perk up my day.
Going to pick up. I think it was. Oh, it was Let's Go Pikachu from Game in the UK because it wasn't too far from work, and my boss was like, "Yeah, go for it, go pick up your game and whatever." Because I think I'd come back from some sort of meeting or whatever, and like, "Oh yeah, go for it. You can come back after you've got your game because it's just a short walk down from work." So I went to Game. I got a Pikachu like hat and stuff like that, and I just walked into work with the Pikachu hat on, and everyone was just like, "Oh, that's awesome!" Like, it perked up everybody's mood. So like to
I
have
feel like
an actual.
I can go one of two ways. Right?
Yes, yeah. But I was like, I'm the youngest in the office, and everyone knows me as a bit.
People know who you are.
Yeah, they know me as the perky guy, the happy-go-lucky guy, and I know, I don't know why they think that either, but me turning up with a Pikachu hat on my head, everyone was just like, laughing, having a good time, and it's like, dude, if we can get Pokemon in offices, that'd be great. So, if you had to have one Pokemon visit you in the office, who would it be and why?
Probably Colossal, because then I could shove all my paperwork in his furnace.
Just like, I'm out of here. I don't care anymore. I'm here to tell you.
Colossal.
I don't care.
Had to be the Colossal. That's my excuse.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. You don't want to be cruel to Pokemon.
Better Colossal than Porygon, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Porygon hacking into like your data frame and stuff like that. GDPR nightmare right there with Porygon. So yeah, we don't want Porygon.
I feel like Rotom would probably be worse.
Yes, because it will be playing around like Rotom. That's a customer's data. We can get in huge trouble.
Interform Rotom.
Yeah, Kessel Winks in our lovely chat says, but chat would be so helpful carrying big packages to houses.
That's the beginning of Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. There's a bunch of Machoke who are part of the moving company.
Yes,
and they're moving the furniture into
you're
a new
absolutely
house
right.
in Little Root Town.
I'd probably go for a Totodile because he'll be dancing, I'll be dancing, everyone's going to be dancing, everyone's happy. Definitely do not bring Drifloon or Hypnos into work, especially if you work at a nursery. Absolutely not. That's banned. So, but anyway, yeah, that's just.
I found out today that apparently parents use Poliwhirl to put their kids to sleep. I guess with hypnosis. That's a Pokedex entry that creeps me out.
It makes too much sense. That's what I don't like about it. It makes too much sense because I can just imagine the belly just swirling round and round and round, and the kid just looking into the belly and slowly just drifting off to sleep.
Then he hits you with a double slap.
Yeah, no. Kesselwing says Drifloon says hospital caretakers. No, that goes to Litwick and that whole family. They're the hospital caretakers. Anyway, let's not go down that route.
Chandelure feeds on your soul.
I was going to say, let's not go down that route, but hey, we're going to move on. What's Pokemon going on? To the Pokemon Go section of the show, and it's Rivals Week coming up. So next week, I think starting Tuesday, Scrope and Clauncher are making their Pokemon Go Day debuts. Now, when the Scrope data was first in the game, apparently it was going to cost you 400 candies to evolve it into a Dragalge, which was absurd.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's... Magikarp is like a joke, I get that one, but that's a lot.
Yeah, but now they've changed it back to 50, which is really good. But also coming during that time is Therian Form Landorus making its debut too. Two things coming in Pokemon Go Rivals Week. Are
you Team Clauncher or are you Team Dragalge?
Do you know what? I'm Team Clauncher, but I like Dragalge a lot.
I like the Dragon Poison typing.
It looks cool, and it's got adaptability, I think, if I remember.
You're right.
Yeah.
But Mega Launcher Chloritsu is awesome.
So what else is happening is trainers are going to have a challenge during this time, and if they win enough raid battles, they'll unlock a two times catch Stardust bonus. And Stardust is something you use to level up your Pokemon alongside with candies. So Pokemon that are known for their rivalries will be appearing in the wild more often, such as Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, sorry, Makuhita, Meditite, Zangoose, and Seviper. Zangoose, Seviper, Meditite, Makuhita, Magby, Elekid, Tyrogue, and Machop will be hatching from eggs more often, and you'll see Pokemon in raids such as Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Zangoose, Seviper, and more. There'll be field research tasks to help you get the Scrope and Clauncher, so you're not going to be left dry, and there'll be more Team Rocket Pokemon peoples all about. So yeah, it's going to be a busy event. I've got a question for you.
I've only just seen the Landorus, so I'm probably not going to do well on this question. Go ahead.
No. In terms of Pokemon rivals, right? Yes. What Pokemons would you consider to have a rivalry, though they're not, officially listed here?
I secretly believe that Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle hate the living guts out of each other.
Really?
Every time a trainer comes in and picks one and leaves the other two behind, that's got to hurt, right?
Hurt your pride.
You just know that there's going to be a time where 5 Bulbasaurs get picked in a row. And I'm all willing to believe that all the starters are loved equally, so it'll happen randomly. But if you're the Squirtle or the Charmander and Bulbasaur's been picked 5 times, the next one that comes in, you're pushing it to the back of the queue. You're like, pick me.
Yeah, I can.
It's got to be tough being a starter.
It's like sports day and you're the last person to be picked. Kind of feels bad, man.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah. I mean, saying that though, I always thought Blastoise and Charizard had always had an unofficial sort of rivalry. And I guess that's because of the blue and red marketing and whatnot. So
I have it's a very specific poster.
I know
it's called the
exactly.
Kanto Showdown
Yeah.
between Charizard and Blastoise.
I've got the same one.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. They're not hanging up yet, but no, I thought, yeah, those two for sure. And maybe like Slurper versus Cottony. Not Cottony. What's the other one called? Slurpuff and...
Do you mean Whimsicott?
Whimsicott, that's the one, yeah. Not Whimsicott, sorry. No, the other cake Pokemon. So you got Slurpuff.
Alchemy.
No. In Gen 6.
Oh, Aromatisse.
Aromatisse, that's the one. Those two having a rivalry, perhaps, you know. Actually, Excelgor.
I was actually about to say Excalibur and Excavalier.
Yeah, those two. That's a good one.
I mean, there are Pokemon in the game that have the ability rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't Haxorus a big deal this week?
Haxorus and Druddigon, perhaps. Yeah.
I think Haxorus has rivalry. I want to say Pyro does.
But rivals with who, you know?
Listen, Haxorus is rivals with everyone.
You don't make the rules, is what you're saying there.
No.
Which is fair enough, because I'm not making any rules now. I'm moving on. This is the part of the show we like to call Merch to Do About Nothing, where we talk about merchandise happening in the Pokemon world. So, Original Stitch have these really cool aprons. And I thought of you straight away because you have been making weird desserts for your other half.
True.
With cheesecake in them.
For me. Oh, that's true. No, I did. I made a filled Easter egg.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought of you. Basically, it's gonna have the original 151 designs. So you've got 151 designs to pick from, and you can order it, and it does ship to the UK. I found out. So happy days.
I actually really like those aprons. This is just, I know it's all personal taste. I'm not normally a fan of the Original Stitch shirts because they're very, very bold. Like, I feel like I couldn't wear them.
Yeah.
But as an apron, that looks awesome.
Yeah, and as I said, they come in different colors. Like Dratini's like a light blue and white, and there's Dratini's like popping up all over the place on those shirts. Nice. There's different ones you can check out on the Original Stitch website. But yeah, I thought just let the good people know that is happening, and that's a thing. So check it out. The other thing that's happening on April 22nd in Japan is Ball Freak. Weird naming, but hey, it is what it is. Ball Freak. So this is like a sort of like line where they're promoting Pokemon that match with certain Pokeballs. So here we've got a Mimikyu in the Luxury Ball, Mewtwo with a Master Ball, a Umbreon with a Moon Ball, and then we've got a Sylveon with a Love Ball, and obviously we've got what's his face.
Dragapult with a Dusk Ball.
Yeah, Dragapult with a Dusk Ball. So yeah, some cool merchandise, and I'll show you some of it. So here we go. We got this up. We got this up. We got this up. Cool. So on the screen you can see various things like mats, socks, ties. This got plushies, mugs, all sorts. And I really like the ties and mugs. To be honest with you, I'm a huge fan of those. And if I can see them on eBay, I'll pull the trigger and buying a couple of those ties, because yeah,
I am a big fan of crazy socks. I have a lot of crazy socks. I really like the Umbreon ones. I love the purple on. I think that's the Mewtwo one, the purple one.
Yes, yeah,
they're cool. Yeah, I'm a sucker for crazy socks.
Now my question for this segment was going to be, I can't believe we've got Dragon Ball. Section of this part was going to be if you could have a Pokemon in a Pokeball or associate a Pokeball with it, what would it be and why? Because like as a Pokemon breeder in game, I'm always trying to like match Pokemon to different balls when I'm breeding them.
I quite like Tauros in the Safari Ball. I feel like that's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe some of the more obscure ones. So I've always thought that Galvantula belongs in a nest ball. Don't ask me why.
Mm-hmm.
Do I mean? Yeah, I do mean a nest ball. Even though there's a net ball and that kind of looks like a spider web, I get it. I feel like it belongs in the nest ball.
How about, and just hear me out here, Aaron in a heavy ball.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Snivy and a friend ball.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, and then I think we said one yesterday on stream. It was like Totodile and a lure ball.
Yeah, that's a classic, right? Ash's Totodile was in a lure ball.
Like, we all think that's the canon ball for it.
The anime went through, I guess, because Gen 2 introduced like some really cool Pokeballs, but the anime went through a weird period where Ash had some different Pokeballs, and like Misty and Brock did too.
Yeah.
And then they just abandoned that. Like in, I guess, like Gen 3 onwards, pretty much everything's in a Pokeball.
Well, I think I remember seeing, like, in the Sun and Moon series, Team Skull using different Pokeballs at that point. So I also think Team Rocket had Mimikyu in the Luxury Ball, or tried to get it in Luxury Ball.
I feel like that's probably why Mimikyu's with the Luxury Ball in this event.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it really for that.
Castle, I would honestly, I do agree, the Great Ball does match for Alligator, but I would honestly go and look at the Lure Ball and decide if you think that fits better, because the red matches its fins.
Talking about matching fins, we are going to talk about matching twins. Here's a Lolachu and Galarichu. So these are plushes that come together. So you get two Pikachus for the price of one, essentially. So you can either get the Lolachu version, or you can get the Galarichu version, or you can get both if you want to. But yeah, this is something that the Pokemon Company is doing at the moment. Not sure why specifically those two generations, but hey, they look cool, and I think it's pretty cheap.
In a cardigan looks awesome.
Yeah, I think this is on the Pokemon Center in the West as well. I think it only costs about $25 if I'm not wrong. So actually, pretty good price for these.
I appreciate that they've actually distinguished the male and female Pikachu as well.
Oh yes, with the tails.
Yes, that's a nice touch.
Everyone else's favorite confusing thing in the world is the world scale figures. We're getting a hop and a double coming up, so pretty cool.
I've always thought that the scale world figurines were pretty reasonably priced and very diverse.
Until you find out they're absolutely random and you can't get them singled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
And then the last thing I wanted to promote is something I couldn't quite believe. So there's a Pokemon Sweet store. There's one in Tokyo and there's one in Osaka. And for the 3rd anniversary, they're promoting some of these new sweets to their menu. And when I was looking at where the hell this cafe is, it's in East Ikebukuro, which I've been to 3 times, Ikebukuro, and I've never once seen this store. So I'm making it my life's mission next time I go to Japan to find this store. Because I can't believe I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this. Like, I knew about the Pokemon Cafe, but not the sweet store. And like, I tried to get like a seat at the Pokemon Cafe. It's like well booked in advance for 3 months. It's actually mental. But yeah, no, I just wanted to show this off. It looks really cool. I look at all these little cakes.
I don't know why, but I guess because you were talking about like Pokemon Cafe, and I immediately thought of the game, and I was like, "There's no way that game's been out for 3 years." But they're super cute designs. Like the sweets are really lovely.
Yeah,
they got like macarons and some kind of cake.
Yeah,
cheesecake.
Maybe like a chiffon. Yeah,
it looks awesome.
And then with that, we're going to move on to our next segment. It's that part of the show where we ask where the Helioptile is Pokemon Sleep. Now, have I got news for you?
Ooh.
It's a gift, but not just any gift. The Pokemon Company are doing a distribution of a Dream Ball in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it runs out on April 12th. But what's so special about this distribution? Well, I'll tell you. It's a Dream Ball distribution. And how do you get dreams? How do you get dreams?
You have to steal the mist from Mushana and then huff it.
Okay, let's take a step back. Normal people. How do normal people have dreams?
You go to Pokemon Sleep.
You go to sleep.
Yeah.
Therefore, why are they giving us a Dream Ball out of nowhere?
It does seem incredibly odd that they're just suddenly like, here's a Dream Ball.
It's because Pokemon Sleep news is incoming.
Ooh.
It is coming.
That's exciting.
So yeah, redeem your Dream Ball, and apparently you might get some news before anyone else does. And we'll let you know next week if we get any Pokemon Sleep news. You'll hear it.
We should tell the good people what the code is, right?
Do you know
Stream Big PC3.
Yeah, with the I being
with
a
the
one.
I,
Yeah.
I as a 1, and yeah, dream big, PC3.
I didn't really want to give everyone the code because I kind of wanted us two to be the first to know about Pokemon Sleep.
All right, fair enough.
But never mind. We'll move on to our final segment of the show. It's the unknown fact of the week with Amit.
The Guinness Book of World Records has within it a record for the largest Pokemon made out of people. And it was set in 2017 by the employees of Shogakukan Sushi. I'm terrible at the pronunciation. Sogasuken Sushisha Productions.
Shueisha, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. 1,000 people got all dressed up to form a giant Pikachu. And some of them were wearing red for the cheeks, some were black for the hands and for the ears, and then everyone else was dressed in yellow. But did you know 6 people were disqualified by the Guinness Book of World Records because they took off their hats or they sat down? So the record actually does not stand at 1,000 people, but at 994
That
people.
is utterly bizarre that you disqualify someone something so specific.
And they did this. They made this picture to commemorate the 1,000th episode of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Isn't it convenient that the number of people who were disqualified matches the number of banned episodes?
Oh my ruddy god.
That's not actually true. I made that up to blow your mind. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, how many episodes have been banned? Because it could well be 6. I'm looking it up now.
You've got the beach episode, I'd like to say.
You've the one where James was dressing as a woman.
Electric Soldier Porygon. You've got the Taurus episode with the guns.
Yes.
You've got the Sun and Moon Ash playing rugby with the Persimmons. Yeah. That's 4.
Okay, so
we're not counting unaired episodes, are we?
There's 7 in total.
Yeah.
It all comes down to whether Sun and Moon episode 64 was before or after 1,000. I'm literally googling this because it might actually be 6. It might actually be 6 people,
which is such a weird coincidence, eh?
Isn't it just?
Whilst Amit's googling that, I'll do an outro for this show. This has been the PokeRamble Podcast. I've been Kumail, he's been Amit. You can find our work at thepokeramble.com. You can also find us on twitch.tv/KumailH, KUMAILH. We're back with Muto Mondays tomorrow. You should see us for a champion stream on Friday. And to keep up to date with everything that we do, you can follow me at KumailH on Twitter again. Has Amit got the answer? Who knows?
I'm gonna blow your mind right now.
Okay, hit me.
It was episode 1003, which means as at episode 1000, there were 6 banned episodes.
Amazing. That is.
I said that as a joke.
Yeah.
I was like, wouldn't that be cool if? And it actually mirrors up.
I feel like insane. I should know one more banned episode, but it escaped my mind the moment I opened my mouth.
Let me look at I'll quickly look at the list of banned
episodes. Because I know there's like unaired episodes that never were dubbed.
So there was the Electric Soldier Porygon episode.
Yep.
There were a couple of unaired episodes, but so there was a New Year's Eve one. There was one that was cancelled because it came pretty soon after an earthquake struck Japan. And
the Tentacle episode was banned, wasn't it?
Which?
But it did air in the UK, but I think they retrospectively said we're never airing it again because it was basically tentacle and tentacruel, like destroying towers and stuff like that. I think
okay, so hang on, here we go. Banned the full list in order. Beauty and the Beach, which is where James cross-dressed. Episode 35 was the one with the guns. Holiday Hijinks. I'll say no more.
Yep.
There was a orange Islands episode, again, there was a small cameo of Jinx and it got banned. Episode 250 again featured Jinx. Jinx is not doing well here. And then Sun and Moon with the Passimian.
I still have problems with that episode being banned, but that's a whole story for another day. But yeah, we
talked about it when it happened, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's all down to your own perspective, right? Because as I said, when I watched the episode, I never thought once about that. And then
but I can understand that someone who may be sensitive to that could take it the wrong way. And
it does. Just because you're sensitive to something doesn't mean you're right about it. I could have an issue with a sandwich being on a table. Doesn't mean I'm right to say that a sandwich shouldn't be on tables. Do you know what I mean?
And actually, just pick up on your comment about Tentacle.
Yeah.
The Tentacle and Tentacruel episode, which was episode 19, was removed from the rotation, I guess, on DVD and other releases, because it featured the Tentacruel attacking the city soon after September 11.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Cool. Well, we'll catch you next time, everybody. Take care. I've been Kamal. He's been Amit. PokeRamble.com. All that good stuff. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.